Hello, fabulous friends, fans, and superstars. Thank you for being here. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah, though I'm on a little bit of a sabbatical for a few weeks, and I've asked one of my friends to fill in for the monthly horoscopes this month. I hope that you will welcome them. Of course, Superstar horoscopes were pre-recorded, and you can go to NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. For as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership rate, you will have access to all signs each and every week. Extended horoscopes are available there. And of course, we have some incredible events coming up at Synchronicity University. Programs happening right now, but also choose your tuition rate as low as just $5 a class for classes that are coming up and starting in November. I hope that you'll join us. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.
Hello, fabulous friends and superstars of my dear friend Nadiya Shah. I am Yuriria Robles, and I'm here to present to you what is in store for us for the following month of September for the sign of Aries. We will begin the month with a magnificent square of magnificent dialogue, hard dialogue between the Sun, which is now in the sign of Virgo, in a square with Mars in Gemini. They will present to us, to you, Aries, and to everybody, a difficult situation that has to be resolved, in the sense that it has to be addressed with passion, with understanding, with a direction. Why do I say that? Because both the Sun in Virgo and Mars in Gemini are ruled by the planet Mercury, which very soon in this month, of course, will start a retro movement, a retrogradation movement. So we will have to think very carefully what we say and what we do. So the owner, so to speak, of the party is Mercury. And these first 10 days of September, we all have to take the advantage of this square to sit at, or rather to walk or to move thinking each movement a plan to fulfill for the 7 following months, because Mars will remain in Gemini for the 7 following months. The retrogradation of Mercury will be almost all September, and it will really end the 17th of October when it leaves shadow. You all know, because my friend has explained to you, that Mercury has 3 weeks of retro movement, apparent movement backwards, and a week before that and a week after that, you will find difficult still Mercury situations, dealings, and communication, and small trips, because Mercury, which is a rather quick planet, the quickest in fact, will be slowing down, and the first part is coming to a halt to go backwards, and the second shadow part from the retrogradation, it comes to a halt and then starts moving forward again. We will have the 10th of the month a full moon, and this full moon will be in Pisces, opposite the Sun, of course, in Virgo. This will invite everybody to be sensible, reasonable, but also take consideration the imagination, fantasy, and daydreams. They both play a part now, important part, because the moon is stressing that. And of course, the ruler or the owner of that energy is again Mercury. On the 16th, we will find a harmonious relationship or conversation with Uranus, the planet of change and sudden situations, sudden surprises, of course, with the Sun. So we will have to see, or we could see at that time, a different manner of understanding our daily life, because Uranus will bring us some surprise, and the Sun in Virgo will be very happy to receive that new situation. On the 22nd, we will have the inferior conjunction between the Sun and Mercury. This conjunction is very important because we can ask the universe, so to speak, for what is important, what is essential. It can give us inspiration from beyond to think and realize a different theory, a different manner of thinking that is inspired by the knowledge or the light or the consciousness of the sun. It's a very important movement. On the 23rd, it's a very important day because the moon enters a balsamic phase and it will conjoin Mercury and Venus. During the balsamic phase and the whole period, so to speak, a week of the new moon, we will have to keep quiet or take time because Mercury will be already retrograde to think very clearly or very carefully rather about this plan we are going to construct, to design. It is very important because, as I said, Mercury is there giving a lot of energy to the whole system. And if we achieve on having this plan, we will know how and where we want to go in these 7 months. So let's make use of this very powerful retrograde movement of Mercury to carefully decide what we are going to do, and then at the same time start doing small steps. And when the retro movement ends on the 17th of October, start going forward with a clear direction. It's very important. On the 24th, the sun enters Libra and the full moon is going to be complete the 25th. Now, the moon, the new moon, will be in Libra in a difficult or balancing act with Jupiter. Jupiter wants to move forward and act on intuition and quickly and grow and expand. But it is in Aries, as I said to you at the beginning, dear Aries, and it's ruled by Mars. But Mars now is in Gemini, ruled by Mercury. So you have to stop for a while, for seconds, for short periods, to stop and think what you want to do. It's most important, and the new moon will stress that for you. So, where is the growth for you, dear Aries, in this very interesting month? The growth is in being optimistic and daring and willing to grow and expand. You have to take care of your weight, though, and you will do it if you keep on moving. So, that is to say, start walking daily or movement in a daily basis so you can organize not only your weight, that will be taken care of. What you have to organize is your thinking, because all this situation I have just explained makes us very nervous in a sense, and it's only dealt with if we move. If we move while we think. So that's why I suggest that for you to take walks, listening to yourself, listening to your ideas. You can even record them if you want to, because it's most important for you so you know where to go. On the other hand, you will have the ongoing difficult conversation between Uranus and Saturn from your second house. Uranus and the North Node are there, asking you to bring new avenues for earning money or different values, the very modern ones. And Mars is now in your third house. So communication is very important with your brothers, neighbors, and cousins, immediate surroundings, so to speak. So the square I was mentioning between Saturn and Uranus is ongoing for you. You have to be very clear and very organized, very disciplined to dialogue with the groups you are in, because Mars is pulling you to communicate, but you work better in a solo situation, and much more now that you have Jupiter in Aries expanding your consciousness and your individuality. So you have to make a compromise between both stances. You have to be disciplined with groups, and you have to be in groups where they allow your individuality. As for Venus, will be just the first 5 days in September, and then she will enter the sign of Virgo. And in that situation, she will join the ongoing conversation that Mercury is taking the leading role. So now we have to take also into consideration not only the business relationship or the daily family relationships, but also the loving relationships. And in that sense, they will start exchanging energy. So you will have to be open because Mercury will move up until the first 8 degrees of Libra. So in those days, they will start exchanging energies. So you make the best of these days to have a beautiful conversation in your work to clear situations working wise, and also to beautify, to organize your working space, or to have beautiful walks with your pet animals, and also clear situations that were rather confusing between your co-workers. Mercury is in the sign of Libra, and it will start then its retrogradation back to Virgo. So these two areas of life, that is your working conditions and the beginning of your significant relationships, the one-to-one relationships, will have to be addressed. Being that Mercury goes back to Virgo, we have to face the truth. Virgo is a sign that is very comfortable with numbers, with hardcore facts, with reality, so to speak, but also with the truth. We have to take advantages of the presence of Venus and Mercury in this month together, because we could speak or address the truth with elegance, with diplomacy. And that must be an opportunity we cannot miss. We have to make the best of it. And Pluto is still on your 10th house, asking you still to be responsible in your profession, in your social life. Being in Capricorn, it's still ruled by Saturn in the dialogue I mentioned before, Saturn and Uranus. So still you have to be responsible with groups and in your profession. So it will be a challenge for you, and I am sure you will be successful in the sense that you can be individual and daring and truthful, and also responsible with your profession and with your friends. Don't forget Neptune as well, which is in the 12th house, and it will have the influence of the full moon. So remember to have a space in your life for fantasy, imagination, art, and romanticism. It is for now in a private area, but also don't be afraid of it. Just know that fantasy and imagination expands the understanding of life and of your own self. You will grow as promised by Jupiter. Aries, Mercury will be retrograde from the 9th of this month, and it will bring matters of partnership to you to be discussed. But the good position of Mars toward your own sign, being your runic planet, you will engage in meaningful and interesting exchange of ideas and conversations with your partner. Avoid being impatient, angry, and it is much better to exercise, as I explained, than to fight. And also, if you are intelligent, the passionate will be enhanced. In matters of the heart, Aries, for those seeking a partner, you will have to understand your significant other for him or herself in order for you to be accepted as you are. There is an attraction for the new at work. Be wise and astute. For those in an established bond, you will need to be very enthusiastic to exchange ideas and loving conversations with your partners. You have to open your heart to their truth, to their needs, and you can honor their truth and fulfill their needs. What is wonderful about this month for you is the strength and growth you will show. Jupiter and Mars will be in harmonious conversations with you the rest of the year. Make the best of it. You will succeed. It will be a great month. Enjoy.
Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there.